came to Elijah because Elijah has said that to the king.
Now is the day. Tomorrow may be too late. Now is the day. Tomorrow may be too late.
The jar of flour will not be used now.
Yeah. I want to see some hands for Jesus. You know, the best time to preach is when you don't feel like it. When, you know, I go on the bus and I'm tired coming from work and I see the bus packed and my conscience is doing me, God's just speaking to me saying, oh, preach, innit? And I'm like, oh, allow it. I just want to sit down on the bus with my headphones in and listen to my music. God starts to speak to me in a sense where he's like, look at all these people on the bus, you know, many souls, you don't know who is who and who is on their way to help if you don't get up and make a stand.
I used to preach a lot outside East Croydon train station after work. They're like, what? Who's this girl? What's she doing? And honestly, I get embarrassed. There's a part of me that doesn't want to stand up in front of loads of people and talk and speak about something that confronts a lot of people. Sometimes it's selfishness that makes me want to sit down in my seat and just not talk.
They were using rap to communicate their message. In our service, we will use drama at times, we use singing. We've all got different interests, but preaching is an integral part of our Christian faith, or any faith for that matter. Muslims preach, other religions preach.
The Christian life is all about preaching. And the commission, the great task that Jesus has given to every man is that go out into the world and preach. I have my own church back home in Ghana. But my moving here is to preach. That is what I want to do. And that is what I'm in for now and for the rest of my life. I was born up as a Catholic, and I went through my Catholics, traditions. But somewhere in 1986, I got born again when somebody was preaching. So I listened to it and I decided to follow the person to the churches.
I originally come from Ghana as a Catholic young man. Circumstances was that I was led gently out of the Catholic Church. I still have great respect for the Catholic Church. I think my interest in this country was primarily the fact that I thought this was a Christian country. And, well, I've learned better.
My personal encounter has been an amazing journey since I got born again. There was one afternoon when after football, I decided to just lie on the floor. So I was just looking at the cloud. There was an opening in the cloud. So I was just looking, trying to run, trying to scream, but I can't. Then I saw a cross at the opening, and then all of a sudden the cross went out, and then the face of Jesus appeared on the cross. And that has changed my Christian life and my life forever.
We didn't just end up in church, we obviously came from different backgrounds, so we a gangster's lifestyle or an abused home or someone that just did a lot of things that were wrong, And what we try and do, we try and make our message clear that, that we're unashamed.
I used to lie. At the age of 22, I was broken, a drunkard, had no hope in life, did not respect women. Every weekend was a fight. Every weekend was a time where I could go out.
We take our experience and push it out to the world so that people can know, listen, you're going through this, but me, myself, I've been through it, but you know what? Christ has made a way in this area. Christ has done this, Christ has done that, to just bring it out. Because that's who it's all about at the end of the day, Jesus, straight up.
I've done a lot of crusades in Ghana, that is Ghana. But to stand here in a neutral place, I wouldn't do it. So when he asked me to do it, I said, well, I'm going. You cannot ask me to do something that it is not possible. So if you want me to go and stand on the street, that means it is possible for me to stand on the street. So I'll just go for it. See, left to me, no way. Left to me, no way. But because he said go, and I said no, for 3 months, 3.5 months. Finally, I have to obey. God, he is my Lord.
I've always felt a call to go into full-time ministry. I was very reluctant. I tried to run away from the call of God. By so doing, I went in to do nursing, but I only lasted a term. And after that, I decided that I would just embrace this call of God.
Preaching is to get people to know Jesus and Lord. But I don't force nobody to listen to me.
My faith should be so contagious that those around me could catch it without me imposing it on them.
Do you know we are all families? Every man and every woman, do you know we are all families? And that is why a young man who is a bullet...
Look out into the deep water and let your nets down for a big catch. Amen. So it's not your activities that is going to win anything, your dependence on the Word of God. And we're going to look at the fact that when Jesus Christ or the Word of God gives us instructions, we need to obey the instructions according to the letter. The prophet wouldn't even come out and see me. His status was coming out now. His pride was coming out now. His sin was coming out now. How dare him? Doesn't you know who I am? Hallelujah.
But the first time I stood in Croydon, 2 police people came to me. And they said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." Then they said, "You look like a mental person who has run away from mental home." And then there was this drug addict who came and said, "Hey, we British, we don't believe in God, so don't preach to us about God." But all of a sudden, he just smashed my face. And then he came back. I thought he's coming to apologize. Then all of a sudden, he smashed my face again and kicked my boss. So sometimes people try to bully you, but I'm not somebody you can bully. No.
I'm not surprised of the animosity. I must admit that I have seen people preach in public and their approach hasn't been appealing.
It's quite hard to understand what you're saying because he's talking at 100 miles an hour.
There will be no point in me preaching to a group of people who cannot identify with my message.
Depends what they're preaching about. It depends what you believe in and what you're preaching about. At the end of the day, he's preaching about God and Jesus. It's not offensive.
Because God speaks to me and God directs me. That is why you continue to see me on the street for as long as I'm here. I'm here for some temporary years and I'll be going back to Ghana. That for sure.
That people don't go to church these days.